Well, it's Friday, October 8th. We're back at the Gorge again. It's Henry's fall break, so we figured we'd come on out and took off work a little early so we can come out and try to get a spot here. So it's going to be kind of a little bit different trip for us. We're going to do a couple nights out here. But the biggest thing is we stopped by Little Caesars on the way, and we're actually going to take our lunch with us on the trail. So we're heading down the Double Arch Trail right now. We just passed the cutoff to the Arch of Triumph. We're going to head back there a little bit later today. As you can see, we got our pizza chilling there, and we're just going to keep on traveling down the trail here for a little bit longer. Try to snag one of these first campsites. We don't want to go too far from the car because up here on top of the ridge there's no water sources. So we're going to have to make a trip back to the car a time or two to refill our water. Yeah, I think we found our camp for the weekend.
And I'm glad that someone left their rope and stick here so we could hang our backpacks.
Yep, somebody left some nice little Y sticks tied to the tree to hang the packs on. So, yeah, we're right out here, all the way out on the edge of this ridge. And that's roughly facing west, so I think we can go down one of these little side trails and hopefully find a good overlook for sunset tonight. Nice big flat area here. Big fire pit.
We're gonna have to find the perfect trees to put our hammock.
I don't think we'll have much of an issue here. There's plenty of trees all around.
Wait, I think I found one. There it is too.
Well, but first order is bust out the chairs and have some lunch. Get the hammocks all set up. I'm ready to go. Had our lunch of pizza and breadsticks, and we're going to save the rest for dinner tonight. And I think it's time to go exploring for a couple arches. So we're back on the Double Arch Trail here, which is, for this first part at least, is actually an old gravel road that they gated off back at the beginning. I think you saw the gate there right by the car. But we're just going to follow this for a little ways before we cut off of it onto an unofficial trail out towards Star Gap Arch. And here's our cutoff. We're heading up to the left to go out towards Star Gap Arch. The Double Arch Trail continues on to the right, and I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to do tomorrow. I think we're on top of the arch. Star Gap Arch here. Check my GPS just to make sure. I think this is it. Come on, Henry. Stop moving. So I think this is the way, or one of the ways to get down underneath the arch. Kind of come down this trail right here, and then you're supposed to go scramble down this face down to that little ledge down there, and then I think you follow a ledge on off to the right. But I think we're gonna take a rain check on this one today. If I had a rope with me or something, I'd probably go for it. But with it being just me and Henry, I think we'll take the safe route and take a rain check. We'll come back another time. Like I said, maybe we'll get a rope and tie it to a tree up here just to help us make sure we can get back up. Well, we continued on out the ridge here. Just so we can come up here and see this. I'd seen plenty of pictures of it, so I just wanted to come up and see it. Just so I could say I could. Obviously, it's an old truck that was dumped here. I think this may actually technically be on private land here. I think we're just past the border or boundary of the National Forest. So that's why they don't bother cleaning it up or anything like that. And obviously the actual landowner doesn't really care. It's kind of weird and neat just to see it out here, especially that bright blue. From a distance you can see got parts laying all around here. There's a bunch of gas tanks. Several gas tanks. A couple back behind us too. Now we're making our cutoff up to the Arch of Triumph. Well, we found the Arch of Triumph. It's a big one, Henry?
Not that big. But I can't fit under.
Yeah, just be careful what's through it.
Sand.
Well, what's on the other side?
A cliff. Look over there. That would be a good place to be. If I was stranded.
Yep, that's a pretty good cliff right on the other side underneath the arch. Well, we're just past the Arch of Triumph and looking through a hole in the trees here. Right up there. You can actually see the Courthouse Rock out on the end of Auxia Ridge Trail. We did that earlier this year, way back in January or February when it was still cold out. It was really cold that weekend. That was the weekend we camped up here in the camper. But that's that ridge out there then is Auxia Ridge, and then this here is the Double Arch. The ridge that's on. I don't know if it's actually called Double Arch Ridge or what it's called, but pretty cool. Well, we just stopped by the car, topped off our water, went and grabbed an extra gallon jug to take with me back to the campsite just in case. Not sure if I'll actually use it or not. I guess we probably will because I don't want to carry it back with all the rest of the stuff, but figured better safe than sorry. And went and made a pit stop at the pit toilet over at the trailhead, just because why not while we're here. Now it's time to head back to the campsite, gather some firewood, and then probably just, as long as we find enough, might even go ahead and just start the fire, start thinking about dinner, and just relax the rest of the evening. Well, we walked just a few yards down from our campsite to come and watch the sunset. We made it back to the campsite. Got the fire going again. Well, finally. It was a bit of a process tonight. But we're just kicked back, relaxing in our chairs. And we'll probably go to bed here before too long. Breakfast is all done, all packed up. We got the campsite kind of cleaned up. I think we're ready to hit the trail here in a few minutes to go check out Double Arch. And the plan is just to hike out there, have lunch out at the arch, then come back here to the campsite, and then decide what we're doing the rest of the day. Up to the left is where we cut off the Star Gap Arch yesterday. Today we're going to keep going to the right, stay on the gravel road, and go out to Double Arch. So it's hard to see through the trees, but there's the Star Gap Arch that we went to yesterday. We're on the next ridge over. It's actually a lot bigger than I imagined when we were up on top of it.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to see through the trees there. Let's see, maybe we can see a little better overlook. I think we made it to the end of the road. Huh, I guess not. It keeps going. It's just
There's a trail over there.
a pull off or something. Yeah, we'll have to go see what the sign says. What's it say?
Go look. Double Arch Trail. Daniel Boone National Forest.
Oh, this is our trail. Coming down the hill. What do they say?
The Watch Trail, TH Parking, Jack, Courthouse Rock, TR, Courthouse Rock.
Which way are we going? Okay, let's go. So the right is a connector trail that keeps on going down further down in the valley, then goes on up to the Courthouse Rock that we went to earlier this year. But today we're heading up to Double Arch, which is on the other ridge top. We'll be able to look across the valley over at Courthouse Rock. What are you on top of, Henry?
A snake.
It's even neater the further you walk around. Here we can see it even has a mouth and nostrils at the front.
And there is also a little hole for an eye over there. You missed that. So.
Oh, here's Double Arch. So I'm standing right below, well, kind of to the side, but Double Arch right now. And you can see across the Ogsia Ridge. So we got Courthouse Rock up there on the left. We got the ridge all the way across, leading over to Haystack Rock, right up there on the right side. Don't see anybody any people out up there yet. There's already been one person. I'm sure there'll be plenty more coming. Now we're on top of the arch. There's a neat little staircase cut right into the rock to get up on top. So from up here, you really got a commanding view. So we continued on out the ridge right after we climbed up to the top of the arch. And it comes out to this point, which is pretty crazy. So we got 360-degree views. And then over this way is Ogsia Ridge. Again, so there's Courthouse Rock, and there's actually, see if I can zoom in, there's actually some people made to climb up onto it. You actually have to climb up that crack right there. You wedge yourself in with your feet and your butt up against the wall and shimmy up that crack. That's how you get up there.
But the dangerous part is getting down.
Well, it's all dangerous. I did it once back in college. Don't know that I'd ever do it again. And continue on the rock around that way, and then Haystack Rocks right over here. Of course, the tree's blocking it. There it is. So these are the stairs to get up to the top of the arch. Not too bad going up, a little more scary coming down, especially this last drop off here. But well worth it. Whew, and last quarter mile coming up that hill. That'll get your heart pumping. Yeah, so we're back here. It's not a real long section, but it's steep. But we're back at the gravel road now. I'm going to go check out this overlook up here at the end of the road, and then start making our way back the road. And made it back to the campsite. Started to rest. Went ahead and just had some lunch of salami and cheese. Went ahead and filled our water bottles with some Gatorade, Propel powder. some electrolytes back in us after this hikes. Yeah, we're just kind of relaxing, nice and quiet here at this campsite. It's pretty crazy. Occasionally you hear somebody walking down the trail, but that's about it. Yeah, a little bit of change of plans from yesterday. We decided to go ahead and just pack up, and we're going to go ahead and head home this afternoon. We've already done our hike for today. We already got about 5 miles in. Still got to head back to the car anyway, so we know we're not going to do any more hiking this afternoon. Parking is so crazy here at Tunnel Ridge Road, at the end of Tunnel Ridge Road, Auxia Ridge, that I don't really want to drive anywhere and lose my parking spot, because who knows where I'll get parked again, or if I'll be able to park when we come back. And being out here on the ridge, there's really not a whole lot for Henry to do. I brought a book on a Kindle, but we couldn't find any kids books for the Kindle for him before leaving yesterday. So, I mean, we weren't planning on doing anything the rest of the day anyway. We're just kind of going to hang out, have a campfire, and then head out first thing in the morning anyway. So, no biggie. We'll just go ahead and pack up now and go ahead and head on home this afternoon. We're kind of taking our time getting stuff packed up, and then we'll hit the trail on back to the car. All packed up and ready to go.
I had to hide the stick so I can get it next time.
Yeah, we'll see if it's there next time I come up here. We'll see.
Hopefully it is.
So instead of carrying a pizza in, this time I'm carrying a jug of water back out.
You're always carrying something
Yep.
in and out.
Since we didn't end up staying 2 nights, we didn't end up needing a whole lot of it, but we did need it this morning. I ended up using it for breakfast.
Workout.
Okay, just set it down. Yeah, I'll take it. Okay, you ready to hit the trail?
Yes.
Made it back to the car. So we ended up doing 4 miles yesterday, right at 4 miles exactly, from going to the car to the campsite and then out to Star Gap Arch, back to Arch of Triumph, to the car, and back to the campsite. And then today, from the campsite out to Double Arch, back to the campsite, and then back to the car was 5.15 miles. So quite a bit of hiking over the last couple days. So I think we're ready to head on home. Might try to swing through McDonald's and see if their ice cream machine's actually working for a change, and maybe get a milkshake.
It's just like
So, you ready to head home, Henry?
Yes, and if you've been wondering what I've been doing this time, unlike others, and this time I'm reading.
Yep. Okay, Henry, tell them bye.
Adios. See you next time.